Good morning, Friday. Let's go ahead and start today on our backs. So you can take Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees wide. If that's not comfortable, feel free to lay with the legs straight out or bend your knees and have your feet plant on the ground. And then if you'd like, you can bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly, just to start to make that physical connection to yourself and your breath. And use that connection to just start to help you arrive here. Just checking in with yourself, checking in with how you feel. And without too much effort, just see if you can start to let your breath get longer and more even. And notice how that just starts to calm you down, center you here even more. So after I teach these classes, I edit the videos and then put them on YouTube. And I really hate watching them. I don't like watching myself teach. And I find I get really judgmental about the things that I say and do. It's just a good reminder that we can sometimes be our own harshest critics. And especially if we're new to yoga or haven't been practicing that long, it's really easy to be critical of ourselves when we feel like we can't do things or we're doing them incorrectly. So I want today's practice to let all that go. Let this just be about feeling good. Moving and breathing in ways that help open up your body. Let go of some of the tension you've been carrying around with you. And when we get to the more challenging postures, look at them as opportunities to learn more about yourself. Okay? And then focusing on the things you can't do, focus on how you can grow. Take 3 more breaths here. And as you finish that third exhale, go ahead and take your hands down to your knees and just gently ease your knees into your chest. Little rock side to side. And we'll keep holding on to the right knee and just do send the left leg all the way out. So draw the right knee in and then towards your armpit and press the left leg down and send the heel forward. Getting right into that left hip flexor and the right hip. One more breath there. And then just a nice easy twist. So left hand takes your right knee across your body. Take a really big breath in and feel that. And then exhale, bring it out. Go ahead, come back to center. Extend the right leg out. Try your left knee in. And as the left knee hugs in, you press the right leg forward and down. And then go ahead, take the right hand across, drawing that knee into the twist. Take a really big breath in again. And a breath out. Okay, come back to center. Then go ahead, drop both knees in. And then start to hug your navel down towards the mat. So you feel that core connection, belly hugging in and up, front ribs and hips drawing towards each other. Then we're gonna interlace the hands behind the head. You're gonna send your right heel all the way forward. So you feel a little tuck in your tailbone, and then take the right elbow to left knee. And then come to the other side. So think more about twisting and pressing through that extended leg. So we're just really slow and controlled, trying to warm up the entire core. Keep thinking belly to spine, so you're hugging the core down. Just a few more breaths here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and draw everything back in. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. If you want more support, you can make a little diamond with your hands and bring them underneath your sacrum. And the same idea, belly to spine. Take a big breath in here. Then as you exhale, just lower your legs about a third of the way. And then big breath in. And then exhale, lower them another third. Breath in. And then you're gonna exhale, hover your heels so they're just a few inches above the mat. Hug the navel in as you curl your head and your shoulders look towards your toes. Just draw the belly down, breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet to the ceiling, hands behind your head. One more round of those crunches. So left elbow, right knee, press the left heel forward, and then twist the other side. It doesn't have to be a super big movement. Just trying to build a little bit of heat. Find that core connection. Keep it going here, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and draw yourself back down. All right, last one. All you're gonna do is extend your legs out, take your hands behind your head, and then just think about drawing the belly in, hugging the hip bones and the lower ribs towards each other, pressing the thighs down into the mat. So we're just getting as engaged as we can. Keep drawing the navel in, hold here for 5. Draw tighter. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Go ahead, draw the knees in. And this time we'll just start to rock and roll ourselves along the spine until eventually you make your way all the way over to hands and knees. You can roll over the legs, just swing them around. And then when you find your tabletop position, just make really big circles. So you're starting to loosen everything up, feel into the hips, knees, wrists, shoulders. And this can be kind of loose, so feel free to move your shoulders and your neck with it. Next time your hips come to your heels, go ahead and start to circle the other way. And then go ahead and make your way back to all fours, just a few cat-cows. So inhale, pull the heart forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the chin around the tailbone. A few more of those. And last round. Good. Coming back to your neutral spine, walk the hands forward just about a handprint. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out this first down dog if you practice, bend one knee at a time, sway your hips, but stay really strong through the upper body. So press into the hands to lift the hips higher. Wrap the backs of your arms towards the wall behind you. Got 2 more full breaths here. And on your next inhale, we'll come all the way forward into a plank. So shoulders stack over your wrists, and hips are in line with your spine. Think about finding that same core engagement, so hug belly to spine. Get really, really strong here, just breathe. For 3. For 2. And 1, go ahead, send the hips up and back, full breath here. One more of those, inhale into your plank. Stay nice and strong, just 2 more breaths. And then hips to downward facing dog, breathe here. All right, next inhale into your plank. This time we're going to spin the heels to the right. And then as you inhale, sweep that left hand all the way towards the sky, over your head, and then back down. And then we'll swivel the heels all the way to the other side, same thing. Big inhale, sweep that right arm all the way up. Exhale, let it come down, back to plank. You're going to drop your knees, and then your chest and your chin between your hands. Okay, and then pull the shoulders back as you slide forward, cobra pose. Exhale, child's. Just take a breath here. And then inhale, shift forward. Exhale, tuck your toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right, from here, look forward as you breathe in. Then exhale, take little baby steps or one big step all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then on your inhale, you'll bend your knees, sit low, reach the arms up like you're coming to chair pose. And exhale, sweep your hands back, draw the shoulder blades together. And then inhale, come all the way up to stand, sweep hands to the sky. Palms touch, exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then through that again, bend your knees, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands go back. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Then exhale, fold. One more, halfway lift. Fold. Bend the knees, find chair pose. Sweep the hands back. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. All right, on your inhale, find a nice halfway lift. And then as you exhale, step your left foot all the way back to the lunge. I'm going to plant the left hand underneath the left shoulder, shift the right hand up to the sky. Reach that right hand back a little bit more. And then sweep it all the way overhead. You can stay here and just try to find more length across the side of the body, or take really big circles with that right hand. Just feeling into your shoulder socket. Go ahead and reverse it. Keep engaging through that back leg. All right, one more inhale, take that right hand up. And then exhale, right hand down, step the left foot all the way back, downward facing dog. And then inhale, left foot comes up. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Take the left hand up to the sky. Reach that hand back. And all the way overhead. Staying here, or making those really big circles. And then switch. One more inhale, left hand to sky. Exhale, left hand down. As you inhale, we'll step forward into that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down through your feet, inhale, rise all the way up to stand. This time as you exhale, hands to heart center. And next inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step your right foot all the way back. Lower your back knee down, and then just send the hips forward and pull the shoulders back. Just take a breath here. And then start to straighten that front leg. You'll flex your left toes and they'll curl away from you. You reach your chest forward, stay here, or walk your hands a little bit more toward the diagonal. You'll feel it more in your outer hip and IT band. So one more full breath. And then inhale, walking back into your lunge, lift your back knee, send that left heel all the way up and back, and then downward facing dog. Inhale, your right foot comes up. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Lower your back knee down, send the hips forward, lift the heart. And then straighten your front leg. So you're drawing that right hip crease back and then reaching the chest forward. And then if you like, come out to that outer hip stretch. Walk your hands back forward, tuck your back toes. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down through your feet, bend your knees, inhale, reach your arms up, chair pose. And then as you exhale, we'll just interlace the hands behind us. Reach your knuckles down, broaden across the heart, inhale. And then exhale, hold. Just take one breath here, a little rock of the head side to side. And then release the hands. Halfway lift. As soon as you exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back. And then take a vinyasa. You can do the modified version, knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, come forward, cobra, upward dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And on your inhale, send the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Good, and then bend your back knee. Okay, and I want you to think about drawing your right heel back and then your left knee forward. So it's like we're hugging the legs together. You're just gonna sort of draw yourself up. Yeah? So the shoulders stack over the hips. And I want you to have this back knee bent enough that you feel something. So for some of us, we'll be up here. For some of us, we're gonna come all the way down and cover that knee. But find that same action of drawing your hips towards each other. Right? You're trying to scissor your legs on the mat. And take your arms up. And then draw your elbows really wide. Draw your shoulder blades together and then kind of press your shoulder blades up. So it's like you're lifting your heart up with the strength of your back. And hug navel in. Stay really deep in your lunge and just lift your heart. Draw the shoulders back. Breathe here for 3, 2. And 1. Straighten your back leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. You can step back to plank, take a vinyasa, or just come back to downward dog, your choice. And then inhale, reach your left foot up. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. So bend your back knee and then draw the left heel back, the right knee forward. So legs are super active. You're just gonna kind of back yourself up. Yeah? Reach hands to the sky. Just stay as bent in that right knee as you need to feel something, some strength, some power in that back leg. A little shaking is okay too. And then elbows are really wide. Think about scooping the shoulder blades behind the heart. So lifting right behind the heart, core engaged. Draw the lower ribs and hips towards each other. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach the hands to sky. Exhale, hands down, step back. Option to take a vinyasa or skip it. And we'll try to put that together in a little flow. Just build some heat. Remember, this is your opportunity just to pay attention to what happens when you start to move and breathe faster. Notice what you feel. Notice what you learn. Inhale, send your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, bend your back knee. Actually, we'll straighten the back leg. Inhale, reach the arms up, full crescent lunge. Now exhale, bend the back knee, bend the elbows. Then inhale, reach everything back up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back. Option to take the vinyasa. And then inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, rise up, full crescent lunge. Exhale, bend the back knee, draw the elbows. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back. Again, inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale your left foot up. Exhale, step it through. Rise up. Exhale, bend the knee, elbows wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the ears, step back. All right, inhale, send the right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. We'll rise up into crescent lunge. And then this time release your hands and release them to your lower back. Okay, just reach your knuckles down, wiggle the shoulder blades down. So it's that same lift behind the heart. And we'll try to keep a little bend in this front leg so the knee stays soft. Reach your chest forward, and then just start to shift your weight. And in this variation of Warrior 3. So really activate through the left leg. Draw your shoulder blades together. So back of the heart, stand in the lifted leg, help to balance you here. Just breathe. All right, and then we'll bend the right knee and let the left foot land next to the right. So come into this down chair pose. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. All right, and then left knee is going to draw into the chest. We'll flex the left foot and then cross the ankle over the right side. Sit the hips back in this figure 4 stretch. So you can stay right here, hands to your heart or hands to that chin, and just work on getting that hip opening. If you want to challenge a little bit more balance, find a little flow here. So it's inhale, lifting through the hips, sending them forward, and then exhale, sending the hips back. 2 more of those, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, now everybody come up to stand and draw that left knee into the chest. And then we're going to pendulum swing that leg back and step it all the way back. All right, inhale, reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, spin it open, Warrior 2. Spin. Find that front heel to back arch alignment of your feet. And then think about hip bones and ribs towards each other, so drawing navel in. And I want you to flip your palms up and then hug your shoulder blades together. So you feel a lot of space across the front of the chest. Keep drawing the belly in to let the ribs flare out. And so really strong core, open chest. And then we're just gonna reach the arms back out and then flip the palms over. Okay, gaze right over the front fingertips. And then flip the right palm up, take your left hand to your back thigh or maybe around your lower back. Big inhale, reach that right arm up and back. And then exhale, find extended side angle. So right forearm to right thigh or to the inside of your right foot. And if you still have the half bind, keep it. And then just use that bind to encourage you to roll that top shoulder back. All right, and then from here, we're just gonna start to straighten that front leg. Okay? So you can keep a little micro bend in it. Keep the half bind or lose the half bind, whatever you prefer, but keep rolling that left shoulder back either way. So now we're just in triangle pose. Just about 30 more breaths here. All right, press down through the feet, inhale, rise up, and then hands to the hips. We're gonna turn the hips and the shoulders forward, step this back foot up about a third of the way. And setting up for pyramid pose. So all 10 toes face forward, a little bit of space between the heels. Draw that right thigh back, and then reach your left arm up. Okay, left hand's gonna tap right in between your shoulder blades. Right hand's gonna come to your left elbow to start. I'm just gonna kind of wrap that tricep forward. Hold it here, or if you wanna go for the full bind, grab your right fingertips behind you and see if you can make a connection. Okay. Either way, holding onto the elbow or binding the fingers. Draw that right hip back. Get really tall through the spine. Press the back of your skull into your left arm. All right, we're going to keep pressing into the right foot to draw the right hip back. So to lean the chest forward. And then unravel. The left fingertips come to the mat. Loosen that bind if you have it. So right hand comes a little bit further down your back. And then we're going to start to rotate the belly towards that right leg. So rib cage comes around. You can keep this half bind if you like it, or we're going to take your hand to your lower back. All right, fingertips to sky for a full revolved pyramid. Bring your right fingertips down and line with your left. We're going to shift the weight into the right leg and just take one big inhale to send that left heel really high. And then step the left foot all the way back. Step the right foot back to meet it. Take a vinyasa if you'd like. So lowering down. Then we'll meet in downward dog. All right, send your left leg up when you're ready. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, interlace your hands together to your lower back. Try to switch your grip so the slightly more awkward way. Reach your knuckles down, hug navel in. A nice strong belly here. And then shift the weight into the left leg. Start to reach the crown of the head forward and just lift off. So the standing leg presses into the mat, and then the lifted leg presses back. Tuck your chin slightly. All right, and then we'll land in chair pose. Feet come together, top of the mat, reach your knuckles down. And inhale, stick the arms up. Press into your left foot, inhale, come to stand, pick your right knee up. Flex your right foot, cross right ankle over left thigh. Same options as before, so if you want to hold it in static stretch, you can. If you want to flow, send the hips back. Then inhale, lift the hips, pressing forward. Exhale, send back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit back. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift that right knee back up into your chest. And then exhale, send it back. Eventually stepping that right foot all the way back. Big inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, open it out. Warrior two. Take a second to set up your alignment. Find the strength and stability through your core and your hips. And then we'll try that again. So flip the palms up, and then think about drawing the elbows almost like they're coming together behind you. So shoulder blades draw together. And keep hugging the navel in. And then keeping that shoulder engagement, we'll reach the arms back out and just flip the palms. And breathe into that. Flip the left palm, inhale, reverse it, right hand to back thigh around your back. And then exhale, extended side angle. Whatever variation you took on the first side, we're rolling that top shoulder back. And then we're going to straighten the front leg from here. So you might need to lift the torso up. And then press into the left foot to send the left hip back. Okay? And then roll that right shoulder back again. One more rep here. And then press down through your feet. Use a little bit of core strength to lift you back up. Hands to your hips. Square the hips and the shoulders towards the front of your mat. Setting up for a pyramid. And stay about scissoring thighs towards each other. Drawing everything up through the midline of your body. Or reach the right hand up this time. Tap right in between your shoulder blades. And then right hand hugs left elbow in. Or you can clasp the fingers. And just lift up nice and tall here. So press into the feet. Lift through the crown of the head. Breathe. Send the hips back as you start to reach crown of the head forward. We'll release the bind, right fingertips to the mat, left hand midway down your back. Or as you rotate around, you can take that left hand up to the ceiling. Just about 2 more breaths here. Go ahead, release that left hand down, shift your weight into the left leg, and just kind of kick that right heel up. And then exhale, step the right leg all the way back, take one last vinyasa if you'd like. We'll meet on our bellies. So if you want to skip it, just come all the way onto your belly. You take the vinyasa, just make your way back forward, and then come all the way down. It's just rest one cheek to the mat, hands by your sides. Take a moment to just soften in here, let go. And if you're still holding on to whatever's happened in class so far or worrying about what we're going to do next, just see if you can let all those thoughts go. Allow yourself to breathe and just experience what it's like to be on your mat right here. Feel your breath, feel your heartbeat. Sensation of any air in the room against your skin. Just soak that all in. 3 more breaths. Go ahead and start to climb up to your forearms. So finding Sphinx pose. So elbows tucked right underneath your shoulders, forearms forward. We're going to take the right forearm across the body, so it's closer to parallel to the front edge of the mat, and then bend the left leg, reach back the left hand, and you start by pulling that heel in. You can pull it in pretty far without letting the knees splay out or the foot splay out. A second option is to rotate your hand to face forward, so the elbow comes up, and then from there you kind of push the foot down. One more breath wherever you are. And then we'll gently release that foot. Switch arms, so left arm comes across. Bend the right knee. Try to keep your knees, your thighs together as best you can. Pull that heel down towards you. And then if you'd like, you can have the push down. All right, one more breath in. As you exhale, gently release that foot. So we're going to come into just 2 back bends from here. So if you want to try full bow, which is what we just did, but holding on to both feet, you can. Other option is to stay in locust, and we'll lift everything up, but keep the legs and the arms extended, right? So if you want to try bow, reach back and catch the tops of your feet or your ankles, and then hug everything to the midline. So inner thighs, inner ankles, shoulder blades drawn towards each other. Even hug the belly up and in, so core is strong. Then we'll just kick the feet into the hand and use that to start to lift the chest away from the mat. And if it starts to feel pinchy in the lower back, it's a sign that you probably lifted with your back rather than back body strength. Right? So all you need to do is just let go of your feet, and then you're in locust pose. All right, so just keep hugging everything to the midline, lift up. Last 3. Tuck the chin slightly. 2. One more inhale, lift a little higher. And then exhale, lower everything down. Relax here. All right, one more of those. So either locust, everything extended, or reaching back to catch your feet again. I'm grabbing from the inside just to give my shoulders a little bit more opening. And then keep the feet into the hands, feel everything up. Just breathe wherever you are, keep lifting, keep engaging. Last 3. 2. And 1 more, all the way down. This time we'll just windshield wiper the feet side to side to release the lower back. And let the legs come down, slide your hands by your ribs. And press back to child's pose. Thighs together, knees together, so you can just kind of let your belly rest here around the spine. All right, we're gonna try full Gomukhasana from here. If you have a blanket or something to sit on, that might help. If it doesn't work, you'll take the same stretch on your back, right? So we'll start by setting the right knee forwards. Just come to all fours. Slide your right knee forward and then kick your foot out to the left. And then you're gonna tuck your left knee all the way behind the right. Okay? Make sure there's enough space so you come and sit down in between your feet. This is where it might be helpful to sit up on something to give your hips a little leverage, right? But when we end up, should have the knees stacked, the feet somewhere outside the hips, and ideally both sits bones in contact with the mat. If this is way too much for the knees and the hips, just come onto your back, find that figure four stretch or the double knee cross stretch, hugging your legs in towards you. If you want to try the full bind from here, you're going to reach your right arm up, tap right in between your shoulder blades, and then either hug that elbow in and just try to lift through the crown of the head as you let your hips sink down, or wrap the left hand behind you, try to find the full bind. We'll just take 3 breaths here. And then if you're in the bind, go ahead, release it. And if you'd like to go a little deeper, we'll just round forward for the last few breaths. Really heavy through the hips. And if you're on your back, all you're gonna do is uncross your legs, maybe windshield wiper them, and then you'll switch and put the other leg on top. If you're seated, you can either come back forward into all fours, switch to cross of your knees. I like to turn myself in a little circle. You turn towards your front foot, which for me is my right foot, and then just stay in this tight little ball and turn around, 360 degrees. When you come back around, the left knee should be on top this time. And then again, try to get heavy through your hips, even across your sits bones. We'll take a few breaths in that shoulder stretch. So hug the left elbow in if you'd like. Have the bind. Just get curious about the sensation you feel here. So, learning about your body and what your practice is like without any judgment or criticism, just sort of open curiosity. The more we can notice, the easier it gets to discern what's different each time we come to our mats. Not just physically, but how we feel mentally, emotionally. It gets easier to check in with ourselves. Go ahead, release the bind. We'll fold forward for the last few breaths. All we're really doing is trying to hold space for whatever needs to come up or be felt. All right, let's go ahead and start to come out of this. So uncross your legs. We're gonna come onto our backs. If you're already on your back, great. Lead us there. Draw your knees into your chest and then take your hands on top of your knees. And I want you to just take your knees in circles in opposite directions. So you're just kind of egg beatering the knees, releasing the hips to the lower back. Go ahead and switch it. Take a few circles going the opposite direction. All right, now we're gonna draw the knees in towards the chest and then try to keep them as close to your upper body as you can. And we're just gonna let them fall all the way to the left, right? And then relax your right shoulder down. You can reach that arm out, Just a few breaths and switch, letting everything release. And slowly bring your knees through center, try to keep them as close to you as you can. And then over to the second side. And go ahead, draw your knees through center. Give them one last big squeeze in. You can even curl your forehead up towards your knees, curl everything in, take a really big inhale. And then exhale, let it all go. Extend the legs out, arms out, just a quick little shavasana here. Final opportunity to just rest and check in with what you feel. Slowly start to move your fingers and your toes. Relax your wrists and your ankles. When you're ready, draw your knees in towards you. And roll off to one side, just to ease yourself back up to a seat. Keep your eyes closed, or just let your gaze be relaxed. When you find your seat, go ahead, bring your left hand to heart center, and then your right hand on top of your left hand. Just bow your chin in, close your eyes, and take a moment to offer up some gratitude to yourself or some words of kindness or whatever you might need to hear here. And we'll seal in those thoughts with that intention. Drawing your hands together, and then lift your palms to the center of your forehead. We lift our hearts, bow to ourselves and each other. Namaste.
Namaste.